We're less than 4 weeks from the primary election in Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Wisconsin Elections Commission says voters must place their own absentee ballots in the mail for the upcoming elections. The decision comes after the state Supreme Court ruled that absentee ballot drop boxes were illegal. Fox 11's Lexi Schrader spoke with Elections Commission members about the decision and upcoming races and brings us balanced news coverage.
The state's high court didn't address who can actually place the ballot in the mail in its ruling last week. State law says voters have to mail them, but federal law lets others mail disabled people's ballots. Megan Wolf is the chief election official of the Wisconsin Elections Commission. When asked about what she would tell voters, she says as of Thursday, voters are required to mail their own ballots using direct reference to state statutes, but offers this advice.
But again, I would check with your local election official, as they are the ones in their communities that are responsible for administering that process and for providing their voters with information about how ballots can be returned within their community.
Wolf adds that there is always confusion when a change happens right before an election.
Confusion is certainly a concern for all of us, but I also don't think it would be appropriate for me to opine beyond anything that's in the court's ruling.
She says with the primary so soon, it's best to alert voters on these topics to make sure they're ahead of the game.
I think that, it's really important for voters to know how elections are run here in the state of Wisconsin. And we have the most decentralized election system in the country.
The Elections Commission is made up of 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats. Don Millis is the chair of the Wisconsin Elections Commission, appointed by the Republican Party.
In Wisconsin, we have 1,852 assessing units. And I think the state legislature has, over the years, decided that they like to have local government.
During a meeting Tuesday, the committee couldn't come to an agreement on what guidance to issue to clerks.
So I think what the commission has to do is provide the best guidance it can for the 1,852 clerks. Right? That's why I think it was outrageous that we could not provide guidance to them.
Democrats and others argue that many voters, specifically the elderly and disabled, have troubles returning their ballots without help. Republicans have said that others mailing absentee ballots on voters' behalf, known as ballot harvesting, is fraud. Reviews of the 2020 election have not uncovered evidence of enough fraud to change the results.
The federal law specifically said that the disabled, people who cannot read or write, and people who are blind you have to make accommodations for it. And so federal law supersedes Wisconsin law.
Lexi Schrader, Fox 11 News.
Are you registered to vote? If you're not sure, click on the link within this story at fox11online.com.